Welcome to Going Beyond. Thank you so much for joining us once again. My guest in the studio today is Squadron Leader Unni Nair. Now, he's had his stint in the Air Force, and then in civilian life, he's really made a huge difference. He's taken to it like a duck to water. I'm not going to tell you too much about what he's up to. I'm going to leave him to tell me all that. Unni, thank you so much for coming here now.
Thank you so much.
Now, tell me first of all, did you really enjoy your Air Force years?
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah?
I think probably I'm molded like that. Wherever I go, I kind of, find my foot there.
Right.
But the interesting thing is that my dad also was in the services, and he spent about 23 years in service. And he was very keen that one of his child kind of joins the armed forces, and I fulfilled that for him. And so I was part of the NCC, both in my junior division and the senior division. And in the senior division, I was in the air wing, so we flew all of that stuff.
Exactly.
So when I joined the services, it was quite an easy kind of thingy. So as soon as I joined the academy, they made me the under officer for that particular course.
Right,
So
right.
I used to.
So tell me something then. Did the Air Force actually prepare you for what it is you're doing now very successfully, in the fact that you are mentoring younger people and you made a huge success of what you are doing? Was that a precursor to what you're doing now?
I would say yes, okay, primarily because it taught us how to be, moving towards excellence. So that's what it taught us, okay. That means if you're a boy, how do you become a fulfilled man, okay. If you're a girl, how do you become a lady and an officer? So that's what this groomed us into. So it kind of looked at aspects as physical, mental, emotional. All those three aspects, it found whether we can move you from mediocrity to excellence. That was the role model.
Okay.
And that is what I'm doing now.
That's right.
Exactly.
Okay. I'll come back to that.
Yeah.
But tell me, I saw something about Air Force Adventure Division. What is it? What is that about?
I think we all have an adventurous spirit, right? Okay, when we were
think we
young,
do.
we wanted to climb the tree,
Yes.
we wanted to jump
Some
into the
of
water.
us still do.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So, like that, there are lots of adventurous spirits in the armed forces too. So, just because they're doing a particular role which probably doesn't need them to be adventurous, doesn't mean that the spirit is gone. So what happens is we have sports, we have culturals, we have the normal jobs that you do, we have secondary duties, and we also have adventure cells which are part of the armed forces. So the Indian Army has an adventure cell for the Army, the Navy has its own, and so also the Air Force has an adventure cell. And there are trained people there who do various things. Okay?
But you yourself were an instructor in paragliding, parasailing, and all sorts of things like this.
I did my skydiving.
Terrifying stuff like that.
I did my whitewater river rafting.
Oh
I did my scuba diving. All of that through that. Okay?
You must go crazy when you think about it.
Oh, it was such an enjoyable feat, So we were all the outdoorsy kind of people. So it was really interesting. In fact, we have done parasailing camps for so many people, and we have done children, we have done adults, we have done older people. There was one incident that I think I should narrate, which my guru, my skydiving guru, Group Captain 𝐿 keeps talking about a kid who didn't have legs, and he wanted to do parasailing. Okay.
Parasailing.
Yeah. So we put them on the shoulder, and the jeep pulled, and we let him go. So he flew, and when we brought him down, there was someone else to hold him. And you should have seen that boy's expression. It was
must have been joyous. I can imagine it must have been joyous. Now, let's get now to the fact of what it is you're doing exactly right now. You are mentoring and facilitating young people to go in a different direction, to make happiness of their lives, I suppose, in a way. Is that what it is?
Absolutely. See, everyone learns how to make a living. They don't know how to live a life.
Yes,
so
true.
That's exactly what we are into. When I started, it was very different, Jenny. I mean, in the sense, I started doing adventure camps for kids. That's how I started, okay? So I used to take these kids out for 2 nights and 2 days. And I used to make them sleep on, mattresses on the floor. I used to wake them at 5 o'clock in the morning. We went trekking, we did swimming. I got a horse for them to ride. I made them climb trees, play marbles.
Things that so many kids don't do these days, right?
That's how it started. So when I did a couple of camps, and someone wrote about me in the newspaper, okay? And I still haven't figured out how they got my number. So one of these companies called me. And they asked me, sir, you're doing this for kids. Can you do for adults? At that time, I was a desperado, no? I said, yeah, of course we can do it. Where's the problem?
Yeah.
It started like that. So the corporate training model came from an offshoot of the adventure camp. And then we moved on to, doing training for college students, MBA students. And then we said, okay, training has to go a little earlier than that. So we said 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, can we do? And by default, I got this name called Excel for my company. I mean, I didn't ask for it, but it came by default, okay? And we realized that we are actually making people aware of themselves, okay? Finding out where they are and then finding out where they want to go.
Right.
What will be the path?
Right.
So that's
So-
exactly what we are doing.
So are you concentrating then mainly on sort of what college level students or 9th standard upwards, or till what age group?
Okay, so we don't go into junior school. Okay, we don't
Okay.
go into primary school.
Right, okay.
But we realize that training can start at any age and end at any age. So even a 60-year-old who's retiring probably
Yeah.
needs training to be, get used to the whole fact that he's not going to be going for a job anymore.
Right.
Okay, so training can touch. So we have done programs for seniors also.
Okay.
But yes, we are trying to focus more on the youth. I mean, India keeps talking about 60% being the youth population below 30. But I'm wondering, having the caliber that we are talking about, unless you have caliber, what's the
Yeah.
population?
That's
makes
right.
no sense,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
So we're trying to focus on that. We're looking at age group 15 to 30, 35, and seeing whether we can move these guys from mediocrity.
Right. So tell me, how do you physically do that? What is it that they do with you? How long do they spend with you? And what do you do? What do you make them do?
So all of these things are dependent on, one, how willing the management or the institution is ready to send these people to us. How willing are they, number one. Number two,
You
how
mean a
much time?
college or a school? Or a...
College, even in an organization.
Okay.
Are they willing to send their employees for a 2-day outbound or
Right.
a 3-day outbound? Okay. So that is two. Okay. How much time can they spend with us? Okay. Normally, I haven't seen most of these programs going beyond 2 nights and 3 days. Normally. Third is how much money it costs for them to run these programs. One is that they have to have a place, they have to have facilities there, there's a travel component to the whole thing, and then our facilitation fees. All of these things make what? So these are the things that are dependent on running a program. Now there are some programs which are done institution itself. Okay, the institution says that, okay, I want my students to go through these subjects and so many hours for it. Then it becomes like a program that these guys have to attend. We administer evaluations and then they pass it and they
May
go
I
through.
interrupt you? Wouldn't they be asking you, in fact, what they should be doing rather than them sort of stuffing it down your throat?
It's actually both ways.
Works both ways?
Yeah, both ways. Because we tell them, okay, these are the things we can do, but they say, okay, we have pain points in this. Like, for example, you go to an
Okay.
institution, say, in the suburbans, or you go 2-tier, 3-tier towns. They will say, listen, they can't speak. They don't have the courage to speak.
Yes.
Okay, and especially if it is a language which is not vernacular,
Yes.
they have a huge problem. So they say that is there. Can we address
That's the
that?
shortcoming, really.
So we tell them, listen, just because I, help him communicate doesn't mean he'll become a great conversationalist. So I need to tell him, okay, you have to have self-confidence, right?
Sure.
So I say it's a combination. Okay, so you have personality, you have, confidence, we have public speaking, you have presentation skills. What attire do you wear?
Yes,
So
yes.
then you create that confidence so that this guy starts communicating better.
Right.
So
So when they actually come to you, for starters, do you find that some of them are very reticent about opening up? Have you found that as an
most
issue?
of them are like that, especially now.
Really?
I think when we were younger,
Yes.
I think we had a little more confidence. I think probably we came from that kind of a grooming, or our parents
Parents,
and
yes,
grandparents
surely.
were a little better.
Yeah.
I don't think that kind of a culture is there much now, because they're all nuclear families now. Probably parents don't spend time with them. Maybe the grandparents are not there. It's only for a vacation that they meet.
Right.
So the confidence is lacking there itself. And I don't think they have enough role models. We had teachers who were role models to us,
Absolutely,
okay?
that's
People
true.
who taught you confidence.
That's
they spoke
true.
so well.
Yeah.
So we find that when we initially meet with these kids, they're very, very reticent. They don't ask questions. They don't respond to you. And moreover, they're all gadget-centric now, Jenny.
Yes,
so
that's true.
their span of attention is very, very less. Unless you're really, really a strong, a facilitator, you will lose them very, very quickly.
So can you actually say to them that There's going to be no cell phones and no laptops and
We
stuff
do.
like that. Do you do that?
We do. So our
So
training
you
is
do
complete-
also wield the whip then?
Yeah. So we are an experiential learning facilitation company. So we don't use PowerPoint, we don't use boards, and we don't lecture and stuff like that. Okay, it's all activity based. So it starts with a military model. So I go attired in a military attire,
Right.
and I go and tell them, listen, this is the military, so there are rules. So the first rule I say, if I hear the phone ring, I will charge you $100.
Ah, okay,
If anyone
good.
attends the phone, I will charge you $500. Okay.
So they'd be frightened.
I mean, frightened in the sense they get
Yeah.
the essence of it.
Yes.
And I also tell them, listen, the rules are very simple, okay? You're all 16-year-old. Even if it's a 60 group, I tell them you're a 16-year-old because in your mind there is a 16-year-old there.
Right.
I'm trying to awaken that. Okay?
Right.
And I also tell them I want 100%. No matter who you are, what you are, when I ask you to do something, give me 100. You don't need to become Usain Bolts, but you be the best of yourself. No?
That's right.
Okay?
That's right.
Then I say keep an open mind, okay? Because most of the time, if you don't keep an open mind, you learn nothing.
So what are the adventurous things that you get them to do?
I've done all kinds of
That's
things.
what
with
I'm really wanting to
know. So some of the camps we have included parasailing also. Okay, so it becomes, if it's like a 2-day camp or a 3-day camp, we include parasailing as one of the activities. We do, rappelling. We do rock climbing.
What's rappelling?
Rappelling is coming down from the hill.
Okay.
Rock climbing is going up.
Oh, rappelling is just another word for coming down.
Yeah,
All right.
either rappelling or abseiling it's called.
Okay, I
So you
learned a
come
new
down.
word today. Thank you. Okay.
No, in the sense there are lots of people who don't want to do it, okay? And after they do it, okay, we encourage them, we show them, okay, we are giving you a life support.
New
We're giving you-
experience also.
When they do it, they realize, I can do it too. So that confidence changes, their attire changes, their body language changes, everything changes. Lots of people who are scared of water. So we take them to the water, okay, and we tell them, listen, this is a kayak and anyone can do this, okay. So they say, sir, I don't know swimming and all that. That's why I'm giving you a life jacket. So even if you want, you can't drown. Okay, so now this is your life support.
Right.
Now I've given you the life support. Now explore the fear in you. Can you overcome it? So like that, we create all of these situations so that we address deep fears that they have. Okay.
Right.
Only when you address those fears can you be the best of yourself, right?
Right.
So,
So at any one point of time, in one group, how many people would you have? How many young people do you have?
so it varies. I have done programs with 12 people. I have done programs with 250 people also.
As much as that? How would you control?
I've done even larger groups.
Really?
but
How
yes.
would you control 250 people then?
So
How is
what
it
I do
possible?
is I make leaders there. Okay, there are people who will always want to take leadership roles. Sometimes I take who volunteer. Sometimes I take people who don't volunteer. So deliberately,
Really? They come and they agree?
Yeah, they'll probably a little, like you said, reticent initially.
Yes.
But then I give them the choice. Okay, I said, now you're in a situation where you've got 20 people under you, 50 people under you. Now manage this, no? So I give them situations. I take them trekking, and I say, in your group, there are some people who have got all their faculties right, but there are 3 people who are blind, a few people who can't hear. So I simulate those situations. So blindfold people who are like, now I say, see, now they've got handicaps. But you're not going to let them go, right? You're going to take
Right,
them
you're going
along
to take
with
them
you.
with
Now
you.
you take them along with you.
Right.
So their situational leadership comes up.
Right. In the course of your training and all this, how many people as total would you have had till now?
So it's a very rough estimate that I have. So because someone asked me this question
Yes,
earlier.
yes.
So in about 22 years of running this particular company called 𝐶𝐻, I have probably touched about 4 lakh people.
That's a lot of people though, isn't it? It's quite a lot.
Oh, as I was telling you earlier, it's
Yeah.
actually not so much.
Really?
Because in this country, just engineers, 15 lakh approximately pass out every year. Now you bring to that medical, dental, polytechnics, arts and science. Just imagine the number of people who are passing out in a year, maybe 30 lakh people.
That's a lot, yes.
That's a lot. Now if I'm touching just about say 4 lakh in 20 years, the numbers are very, very small.
that's
Okay,
little.
I need to be doing much numbers more.
How can you actually increase the numbers then, Unni? What would you do to actually motivate more people to come and join something like yours?
So what we're doing is I've built a team of people. Okay, so
How many
luckily
people
for me,
work for you?
They don't work for me. They're all trainers and on
Okay.
a freelance mode. When we had COVID, we said we can't get them on a salary.
Right.
So we had this model that you can do other training programs, but when I have these programs, you'll be with my
Right,
team. We
okay.
call ourselves the 𝐿's dream team.
Okay.
Because we've got people with tremendous amount of experience. We've got advisors who are major generals. I've got air marshals on board. I've got brigadiers, group captains.
Mostly service personnel?
Yeah, deliberately because my connections with them are there.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
part of the veteran group,
All right,
so
okay,
I have a
okay.
link with them. And they're all communication, they're very strong. Leadership,
Yes,
they're very
that's
strong.
true.
So it makes me easier for them to,
To relate.
kind of, shift them all to an experiential mode. They used to train before in the conventional model. I've made them conventional trainers now. But I also have people who are teachers. I have people who are trainers deliberately. I have domain experts. Like we do film appreciation. I've got film directors who come and who are part of the team. I've got the theatre. So I have artists from theatre. Creative writing who write for movies. I come. So like that I have built this particular team. I've got 50 plus trainers like that. And I can have them do different programs. Like if I have to touch 50,000 per year, all of these people need to do 20 days in a year.
That's all.
And
that's not very much, is it? That's
So
not really very
that's-
much, yes.
that's it.
But when you told me just now that 4 lakhs was very little, so that means what's your dream number that you're looking at?
Okay, so this year I
How many
set
would you
one-
like to have? Yes.
No, I'd like to do much more.
Much, huh?
But I said, okay, I come from Kerala, but I grew up in Tamil Nadu. I'm very connected with Tamil Nadu. So I took a number in Tamil Nadu saying that there are about 5 lakh people passing out every year in that age group 15 to 20, 22. I said, if 5 lakh, can I do 10%? So I said 50,000 in a year, if I'm able to touch. I think we are making a small effect. There's probably a ripple that can spread is what I'm looking at.
Right.
This one-day program is a transformational experience. I've had people coming back and saying to me, I mean, like I said, overwhelming. There's
Yes.
a girl who came up and told me, sir, if I hadn't met you on that particular day, I might not be alive.
Oh my, really?
Just think about it. And I was taken
You were zapped,
aback.
I'm sure.
I was
Pretty zapped, I would
In fact, the
imagine.
girl came and hugged me. She told me, can I hug you? And she hugged me. And then later
You
she
got
told
some
me
perks, I think.
Oh, it's happened multiple times. It happened.
You're doing okay.
Oh, they're so touching, you know. Those. In fact, on my birthday, I got a message from a girl saying that, you know what, you're the first person who said I'm okay.
Wow, that's amazing, you know.
Amazing, you know. So that means
They're lacking something then, isn't it?
They're lacking probably a
Self-esteem.
Self-esteem. Absolutely, they're lacking that. They probably need a little bit of, you know, motivation.
Yes. How do you actually motivate somebody in that direction? How do you suddenly say, I mean, this is what you're going to have to be doing to boost your self-esteem? What is it that you do?
Like I said, experiential learning is the model that we have. We share personal stories. We share stories about ourselves. Like I told you about my dad.
Yes.
My dad used to walk 11 miles to school.
Wow.
He came from a small village.
Yes.
So when he finished his SSLC at that
Yes,
time, okay, someone advised him, why don't you join the Air Force? Okay. So he joined with 2 vests, 2 dhotis, and he knew only Malayalam. That's how he joined. But then, I mean, he figured out this whole thing and he created people who are now speaking English. In fact, if I am speaking English well, I should thank my dad because in 6 months he mastered the language so quickly. So we share those examples. We also share videos of some very, 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 very strong role models. Like I start the program saying that, okay, can you be 100%? Can you push yourself towards excellence? And I show a video of Nik Vujicic. Okay, Nik Vujicic is a gentleman who doesn't have hands and legs. And he plays football, he plays golf, he fishes, he swims, he's done skydiving. So then I asked them, boss, are you like this? You have all your faculties working.
What are you doing?
Now, that is excellence. Do you want to be?
right.
Do you want to be there? That means you
Exactly.
have to push yourself. So we share all of these examples, personal stories and stories of others.
Right.
We talk about Abdul Kalam, about where he came from.
Absurd.
And
What an amazing.
Yeah, what a story. You know, I mean, he sold newspapers to finish his matriculation. Okay, and then when he became the missile, I mean, he wrote that, you know, when he finished his MIT, he applied for the Air Force, and the Air Force rejected him.
Air Force lost to the Air Force.
No, but interestingly, when he became the missile man of the country, they gave him a brigadier's uniform.
Really?
They gave him an honorary rank. And when he became the president, he became the supreme commander of all the armed forces, including the Air Force.
I loved Abdul Kalam. I remember at a press conference once, at the end of the press, I asked him a question, and he just wanted to shut me up really. And he just said, time for dinner, man. And that was a case closed. I mean, the press conference was at the end. And during the dinner, I said, well, you got rid of me very easily, didn't you? He said, yes, because what was I to do? He said, you had a good question. I didn't want to answer it. So, I mean, it's amazing to think that. Do you ever find, Unni, with your own work, do you find that young people sometimes will come back and do a second round with you of something different?
Oh, yes, they do. They do many times. In fact, even faculty programs that I do, like there are some schools who keep taking me. 5th year, they called me this time. On 8th June, I'm doing the same set of faculty, because each time I modify the whole. The learning experience is about moving towards excellence, but how we do it, the tools that we use are different.
So
right. We keep changing. It can be an adventure activity, it can be art.
Is your mind always ticking over about what new can you do? How will I do it differently this time?
Absolutely. Even when I'm doing that particular activity, though I've got a script, I modify it depending on the pulse of the group, the expressions that they have. I keep variations happening. So.
Now, does the adventure part of your training, is that the more popular among whatever it is you're doing?
Okay, so adventure has a nice feel about it, no? Everyone wants to be part of that adventure, so it's a good marketing strategy. But having said that, when I do some hardcore, like I say, okay, I want you to do 5 kilometers trek, half the people, they say, sir, morning, it's a little tough to get up and all, because I blow the whistle at 5 o'clock.
My. I'm not joining any of your courses.
See?
5 o'clock.
So exactly, so they do, I have seen instances where they have an evening party and all that, and it winds up probably late.
Yes.
And even though officially I close the session by about 10:30, people are hanging around, talking and all that stuff.
True.
But I say 5 o'clock, the whistle will be blown. And I see everyone there.
Really?
So they do have that, probably the need to be a part of something different.
Okay.
So I think that's interesting.
Right. Have you more girls than boys?
For the ballroom dancing session, yes.
Oh, you do you do that as well. Okay, tell me about that then. That's not something we've talked about.
I think we are very different from that time, okay? At that time, we said any opportunity that came, never let it go. So that's how we grew up, okay? I'm not sure the youngsters are the same now.
Yeah.
Okay, so at that time, we got a chance, like my brother used to be a brilliant artist in watercolors. So I also learned, okay? One of my cousins learned the guitar. So all 4 of us learned the guitar, okay? So like that, one thing happened. So when we were in the Air Force, one of the New Year parties which we were organizing, we got an Anglo-Indian to come and teach us ballroom dancing. So it was a 10-day course. We started with 4, we ended with 44 on the 10th day. That many people learned.
Yeah, right.
And one stage, one of my friends asked me if I can teach ballroom dancing, and I started, and I've done multiple batches. And what I've realized is the girls are more, inclined
Zealous.
to learn, ballroom dancing. The boys are, I think, probably lazy, or they feel intimidated. Oh boy, I need to think I'm the lead. Oh no, something like that.
But the point is that these days, I'm wondering how many people actually are doing ballroom dancing.
They're not,
right?
So the culture changed a little bit. It's coming back a little bit. They're talking about salsa and bachata and all that, which probably gained some kind of popularity. So that is coming back. But I don't know if you remember the Chennai, the Madras of that time.
Yes.
Where the Anglo-Indians used to have such fantastic events where ballroom dancing was so
absolutely,
common.
yes.
Everyone knew. Every Anglo-Indian kid knew.
Yes, that's true, yes. But now you don't have that at all,
You don't have that now.
So what's the point then of you teaching ballroom dance?
Yeah, so interestingly, I'll tell you. So at NIFT, we used to have a program called the General Electives Program. Okay, so we used to run most of those programs. Okay, about 30 facilitators used to go and do it. And one of the things that I was teaching was ballroom dancing. I was doing personality development separately. I was doing dance also, which was ballroom dancing. I'm not joking. The first batch that came, 44 was the limit, the total number. So 44 came. There were only 3 boys.
Really? Isn't that funny? Isn't
no,
that
that's
strange?
interesting. Okay, so you know what I did? I said, listen, in ballroom dancing, in partner dancing, there's a lead and there's a follower.
Yes.
Okay, all those people who want to lead, come to this side. I had my numbers. So
really?
Actually the girls, their body language changed, entirely. So I said, okay, you as leaders will lead. It doesn't matter what gender you are.
Right.
Like that, it's amazing to see the way it transforms. There are kids who are brilliant in leading. There are kids who are brilliant in following.
Yeah.
There are some who will do both.
Really?
So
Right.
it's so interesting.
You think you want to go on with the ballroom dancing part of your classes?
Of course.
Is that very, very popular?
No, you know what? So I keep telling them it's not about dancing. It's about etiquette. It's about the fact that you take a bath before you come for dancing. Because you're doing partner,
That's
you're
true.
close, right? Okay, that means you've checked out body,
Right,
odor,
everything.
breath.
Yes,
okay,
yes,
you're dressed well,
absolutely.
you look good, and
Absolutely.
you're courteous to your partner. Okay.
So you've got a lot of hidden kind of things that you're
Absolutely.
learning, isn't it,
Absolutely.
along
it's
the
not
way?
about the steps that you do.
Right. What do you think are the new things that you, Unni, would want to add to whatever you have in your classes and in your whole repertoire?
See, I have very, kind of industriously tried to include new things every time. Okay, bringing
Isn't it
in.
hard to find something
It's not.
to do?
It's not.
No,
it's not.
really?
There are so many things that you can bring into the whole thing, and like I said, I keep doing variations to each of them. Right. Okay. So all of these things have come like that. Okay. All those things that I do now also has come in because, like for example, collage. Okay, so I've introduced a particular program where I had all of them. I told them, boss, I need newspapers, magazines, I need, sticking material, I need charts. And I say, boss, leadership, I'm not going to train and show you a PowerPoint which says leadership skills, so on, so on, so on, so on. You create it for me. So they sit down and create it. So I'm saying I'm trying to touch the right brain also, which is not used so much, which is the creative side. And they all have it. It's not just being used. So I keep inventing different things, make variations, make, case studies. So I create situations like I give them a bomb threat. Okay, this can happen even in like in Taj Mahal incident.
Yes,
it happened,
anywhere,
right?
anywhere,
Okay,
yes.
so how do you handle it? So I give a situation like that. Okay, I give them a plane crash in a forest. Now what do you do? How do you handle yourself? Okay, I give them a situation you're captured by the enemy. Okay, you're on a prisoner of war thingy. Now if you have to escape, what will you do? So all of these things are situations we
So
create.
you are very cleverly using all these people who are already coming to you to really feed you with more and more ideas which you will use for the next batch, right?
Absolutely true.
You're
Absolutely
very smart,
true.
I must say. I want to congratulate
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for
Thank you
coming
so
here.
much.
I do
Yeah.
appreciate you coming at such short notice when I called you yesterday.
It was an absolute pleasure, Jennifer.
Thank
Wonderful
you
being
very
with you.
much indeed.
Thank
Thank
so
you.
much.
Well, it was my pleasure to have Unni here with me. I have absolutely enjoyed it. And so I do hope that you out there have also enjoyed it because it was very interesting. And I think a lot of us might have come away with some very nice ideas. And so until the next time we meet, you take care. Bye for now.